It is scandal after scandal for the media's favorite anti-Trump group, the Lincoln Project, now rocked by claims of financial corruption after records showed it raised nearly $90 million and tens of millions of dollars went to firms owned by the co-founders. And USA Today taking a look at their toxic workplace. It says current and former employees, quote, described a workplace where women in key positions were sidelined and where sexist and homophobic language was used by those in leadership posts. But of course, it's still crickets from the media who have refused to press the group's members on any of these scandals during their numerous cable news hits. So, Dana, this just keeps getting uglier the more layers of the onion are pulled back.
Yeah, and I think there's probably a lot more to come, so stay tuned. Everybody pay attention. I think there's a lot of Republicans who are watching this and maybe taking a little bit of pleasure in the destruction of this group because they really held themselves out to be morally superior to everyone else. They were sanctimonious. They were smug. The thing I don't understand, Katie, is they lost 7 of the Senate races that they targeted. 7. Mm-hmm. You know, over 7. I mean, they're not that great, and now they're turning on each other. And I would also point out that there are questions about financial improprieties, and there are some really smart, young, thoughtful law enforcement folks there in Utah. And someone like Sean Agnew, the Attorney General, might be wanting to know what was happening in their own backyard there in Park City.
Yeah. So, Greg, the co-founders of the Lincoln Project did almost 24 interviews, and they were never pressed about the John Weaver allegations. And now we have these financial allegations. I mean, the media love these guys, and then now they don't really want to ask questions about.
I know. I mean, this is actually a great scandal. You've got corruption, you got creeps, you got sex. You know, one founder's getting handouts, and the other founder's getting some interns. It's a perfect example, though, of how the strange new respect theory falls apart. You know, the Lincoln Project was greeted with open arms by the Democrats. And the Lincoln Project loved their new allies. It's the strange new respect you get from your new friends. But once they're done using you up, they toss you aside. So they actually knew all of this stuff. This is what makes the press worse. They actually knew about all this stuff. But they figured they could use these guys for another couple of months. And then once they didn't need them, the story came out. Was it UPI or AP? AP runs the story. It was like, but everybody knew this. I love the people that were tweeting about it, saying that they knew about it. Well, then why didn't you say something? But it also does speak to an important point that for more than us, Trump was a cash cow for even his haters, right?
Yep.
You could mention his name and wallets would open like, you know, bathrobes at a sauna.